We are certainly looking at those numbers. Let's, dive deep into them. Microsoft has pledged $17.5 billion, which is their largest Asia investment ever, alongside an earlier $3 billion commitment. What does this scale of investment signal about India's AI readiness and digital infrastructure?
I think this is a very important boost for India's existing, focus. And honestly, I mean, the number sounds very big, but the Indian opportunity runs into hundreds of billions. I would have expected similar to what Jeff Bezos announced, right? We were looking at probably a bigger number, but I think Microsoft and Satya Nadella, if you go back to some of his comments over the last 5 years, he's been very clear. So it's not new to him when he talks about the India opportunity. He's made it multiple times in his visit to India, in his internal town halls and other meetings. He said, we need to work with India. So I think it's an opportunity where I think India needs to also go beyond being just the service provider for the Silicon Valley to really look at this leadership in terms of AI revolution. Instead of just being reactive, we need to look at more innovation and creation, right? We had DeepSeek coming out of China. We had Perplexity. Arvind is another great example of IIT Chennai, but actually really becoming an entrepreneur here, right? I think that really needs to happen. I think India, with some of the work and investments coming through, has to also now take on the leadership the way they've done on space tech, defense tech, to also create these new AI, defined, technologies. That needs to happen, and I think that's where you will see a lot of money coming in, and there is a huge opportunity. And I think government has done brilliant work. If you look at the open AI and some of the AI initiatives, including the most recent one focusing on young people to really embrace free skilling on AI, right? And I recall, I was in India about right after COVID or during COVID. And that time, about in 2022 in Delhi, I remember there was a conference with CBSE. I don't know if many of you realize that Microsoft was partnering with CBSE and offering AI skill programs to students in middle school, in government school, right? So that was something which was being done. I was very excited. I spoke about it in multiple places. But what we did not translate and did not see was that how this is really changing the new AI powered skill